This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Leeds here for the final press conference for Marching On Together. Fighting on the bill, Martin Murray on Saturday.
Yeah.
How are you, Martin?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, very well.
Good stuff.
Jose Miguel Torres.
Yeah.
Your first title fight at super middleweight.
Yeah.
How much you seen of Torres?
I've watched one fight of him, the fight when he fought David Lemieux.
Yeah.
You know, he's been beat. I think he'd been beat 6 times. That was the only time he'd been stopped. So I thought I'd watch that fight. Looked at his record. He can obviously punch, but every time he's stepped up, he's been beat. So you know, I'm expecting to go in there and win on Saturday, which I will. But it's how I win. Do you know what I mean? I want to go in there and want to look good. So that's what I plan on doing.
Obviously, I remember speaking to you at the press conference when you signed for Matchroom, and you know you wanted a couple of wins, say fights, wins, whatever, under your belt at super middleweight before sort of challenging for big honours. But you happy with, obviously you've already had 2 fights at the weight.
Yeah.
Now you're going
I'm ready now. To be honest with you, the way this camp's gone, I could have easily fought for a world title on Saturday. You know, it's mad what it's done to me, moving up in weight. You know how good I feel in the gym, how good I feel at home. I'm just better in general. So the fact that I've been able to train a lot better, because obviously I'm eating more and feeling better, it's just made me feel really good. We've had a great camp. I've only had a week off from the beginning of May because we've been so active. So yeah, I've had a great camp, like I've said, but you know, ready for them world title fights now. So I'm hoping that it comes sooner rather than later. But whenever it does come along, you know, it comes around then and I'll be ready. So just gotta wait and see what happens.
Obviously, before you can think about any of that, obviously you've got a job to do Saturday night, and you'll be wanting to look well in that fight as well.
I'll be what? Sorry?
You'll be wanting to look well.
Yeah,
look
of course.
good in that fight,
like I just said, it's how I win. You know, I want to go in there and I want to look good. And like I just said about my camp, how good it's been, I can't see there being any reason why I wouldn't, to be honest with you. You know, I might be putting myself under a bit of pressure there, saying that I'm going to put in a good performance before the fight, but that's the way I'm feeling. You know, I've seen the way he fights. He can, when he's in there like he did with Lemieux and he tries to survive, he is quite tricky on his back foot and he does know how to survive, but he does punch as well and he's quite sneaky with his shots, tries sneaky big shots in here and there, so you know I've got to be careful. But yeah, I'm expecting a big performance and expecting to win and winning style, so that's what I'm setting out to do.
Seen some quotes from yourself this week. Obviously, you come past Saturday night. Hopefully, you do. You want to target a fight with Arthur Abraham. Yeah,
I mean, I was asked, you know, out of them all, who would have wanted him. I mean, I'm hoping, obviously, George Groves wins. I'd love that fight, a big, massive domestic fight. I don't know what James De Gale's doing at the minute, because I've heard he's gone over to America, and there's the Arthur Abraham fight, which I'd love, but that'd be in Germany. So yeah, I mean, I'm in no position really to say, you know, to pick who I'm fighting. I'd gladly fight anyone, so I've just got to wait and see how it unfolds. But you know, if the fight does come up, then obviously I'd jump at it.
Obviously, with Abraham being with Sauerland, and obviously Sauerland closely linked with your promoter in Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. I'm sure, you know, obviously Paul Smith fought over there twice in 6 months, so yeah, I'm sure that something could be done there.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's not like it's a mad long shot. It is a realistic chance. But the only thing, my personal opinion is, I think, why would Abraham take a voluntary defence against me? You know, I'm sure he could pick easier fights. So that's the only thing that's making me doubt it. But I know Matchroom and Sauerland work well together, and you know, if they decide that the fight can happen, then I'll gladly oblige.
What do you mean? You alright? You okay? I think you're alright. Yeah, good mate. You? I'll speak to you in a minute.
Obviously, previously talking about David Lemieux, he fights one of your former opponents.
How do you say his name?
I think it's Lemieux.
Yeah, I know.
What did you call him?
I said Lemieux, but I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Lemieux.
Lemieux, yeah. I don't know.
I think it's Lemieux. Yeah. Lemieux.
Right, yeah.
Fights your former opponent, Golovkin, October 17th. Interesting fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's getting a lot of hype at the minute. I think Lemieux or Lemieux count. They're doing a good. They're doing a good job of making it look like it's going to be a good fight, interesting fight. But I think it's an easy fight for Golovkin.
A lot of people have said that.
I think it's an easy fight for Golovkin, especially after watching him against the lad who I'm fighting on weekend. He's wide open, and Golovkin's just going to exploit that. And you know, I think they're both being obviously pretty smart how they do it. Golden Boy, who Lemieux, whoever, is that right?
Lemieux. Call him how you called him before. It sounded better actually. Lemieux.
Golden Boy, who he's with, doing a good job of making some noise, trying to make it like a 50-50 fight, and Golovkin's playing it down as if it's well, you know what it is, a tough fight. He's a big puncher, which he is. You can't take that away from him, but it's an easy night's work for Golovkin, in my opinion. Very easy.
I mean, judging by obviously your own performance against Golovkin, in the years to come, will you take any sort of credit to the fact that you went that many rounds with him? Not at all.
Not at all. No. I was never going in there to go the furthest I can go with him. That was never the intention. So, I mean, people still say it now, but it's, to be honest, it means nothing. I wanted to win, and that was it. So the fact, don't get me wrong, it looks better than getting blasted out in a couple of rounds, but you know,
doesn't mean anything.
No, in a couple
really.
of years, if someone said, "God, you went 7 rounds and no one done," it still doesn't. It's still not the, you know, it's still not the result I wanted. So it's just one of them, innit?
All right. Well, listen. I said. So I was just thinking about Lemieux. Thanks for talking to IFL TV. Get the job done Saturday, and like I said, hopefully something. Like I said, it's seems like quite a straightforward fight to make actually between.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I can get sorted.
Yourself and Abraham.
So when it comes along.
Yeah, definitely.
Top one.
All right, Martin Murray. Thanks for talking. Oh, I just got to mention. Sorry, you're not related to Gary Murray, are you?
No, I'm not related to Gary. No, which is a bit mad. Obviously, same surname.
And not just the surname, the fact that he actually looks like
I mean,
you.
I've seen him. Obviously, we follow each other on Twitter and that. I can't see it, but there's a Scottish lad now fighting, come down from Scotland training in our gym, and he mentioned it to me, and he said it for years that we look alike. I can't see it, but quite a few people say we look like each other.
Well, I didn't know it was the other day. I was in Marbella and I saw.
You wasn't saying I
saw him. No, but he just walked past, and I thought he's got to be related to.
Yeah, no, he's not.
To Martin Murray, because he looks exactly like you.
Then how old's he?
I don't know. I think he's like, he looks like your younger brother, for example.
I don't know when my dad was 20 odd years ago, like that.
Your dad's here as well, isn't he?
My dad's somewhere knocking about. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but no, he's not.
All right, Martin. Listen, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and best of luck ahead of this weekend's fight.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Thanks.
mate.
Nice one.